Hello there everybody and welcome back to Emperor. This is the EU4 DLC gameplay here with the Emperor DLC with England. You have joined myself, Matty Tomato, and we are back here with some more gameplay. So, we currently have a lot of aggressive expansion to burn away. So, right, let's just fire this up. So, we have a lot of aggressive expansion to burn away because we took a bit of territory over here in, well, what is basically modern-day Netherlands. And then immediately after that, we came back down here and smashed up Castile for a second time and extended English Iberia over here. So, new beer, we have the Shepherd Nemi Spitfire. Now, we have had the Spitfire before, but this is the Spitfire Gold. So I don't think we've actually had this one before, but it's a slightly more golden ale. We've had a few beers from the Shepherd Nemi in the beer chum. Cheers. Oh yeah, it's definitely a golden ale. It's a lot lighter than that previous one that we had. Right! Okay, so we still got France in the Union over here. They are... they're a little bit annoyed with the monarch. There's a few, like, modifiers there for the monarch. They must be getting some events relating to that. So yeah, but their Liberty Desire is still 10%. It was about 7 at one point, which was good, but yeah, still. Their relative power is still a bit, you know, of a thing, but we're making quite a lot of money here. So I've just had a buzz. Somebody's messaged me, but we'll look at that later on. We have some conquering to do. Well, I say that. Ooh, Sweden is supporting Burgundy's independence. Well, it's highly unlikely that they're really going to need it anyway, because Burgundy is, well, you know, big anyway. It seems a bit silly. The downside to that, actually, is Sweden is therefore allied to Burgundy. So that's going to make for a few issues later on. We also want to look at converting this Dutch quite quickly here. So the separatism needs to disappear first. Castile is now in a golden era. Interesting. Okay, sure. Castile is very weak now. Papal Legate has expired. That's a bit annoying. That was some good diplomatic reputation coming out of that. But at the same time, we do have good diplomatic reputation. So that will actually disappear to 0.92 at the turn of the month. There we go. Yeah. 0.92. So yeah, it's not that good anymore, but it was okay. So yeah, this advisor is quite key here in that maintaining a little bit more diplomatic reputation is going to be helpful. Boundary dispute. Orléans hates me or lose prestige. Well, it's Orléans. Yeah, screw it. I'm not bothered about Orléans so much because they're about to be annexed by France anyway, but also you know, it's a subject of France, so. Cool, okay, so we have a perma-claim on Valois, that's why, yeah, we got claims on some of this territory here. Sure, okay. Can we fabricate another claim on Castile down here? I believe we can. Yes, we can, excellent. Right, Toledo is actually the capital, also has the highest development, so we probably should have a claim on that province, for sure. Very, very good stats right now, also very high power projection. Age of Reformation is about to, well, in 2 and a bit years, so I would say about to. It's going to be a little while yet, but it's obviously going to incur some changes here, and we do have to be careful with regards to the Reformation and what actually happens here. So are French provinces going to be converted? Are we going to be converted? Do we want to stay Catholic? Do we want to move towards Protestantism? That's the questions that we've got to ask ourselves now. Right. Naval attrition. Yeah, see, this one is less useful than the rest here, because after Diplotech 22, that's not really a thing. Naval attrition isn't a thing. So, yeah. Yeah, less useful than what would otherwise be. But then, obviously, the next one after that is the artillery combat ability, and then we pick up the discipline as well. And then we can also take the policy for increased infantry combat ability over here. It's only 5%. I think that has been nerfed a little bit. I think it used to be 10, but yeah, it's okay. It's still a good bonus. So because we already have 10% from English traditions, then we obviously have 10% from quality ideas. So another 5 is not bad in terms of combat ability. We're looking okay. We're not quite Prussia level, but you know, still good. I think with Prussian modifiers you can stack up more than 50% of infantry combat ability. I'm pretty sure that's what you could do. So, yeah, I'd like to... I'm not going to lie, this truce here is nearly up. I would actually kind of be interested to see whether Burgundy declares an independence war on Brittany, because if they do, I'd be quite keen on actually jumping in and attacking Brittany and taking some of this territory here. Which isn't a bad idea, in fact it's a very good idea. It's basically because then Genoa will be called into 2 wars, and I'm not sure they'll be too keen to do that. So Genoa might be slightly less interested in going to war here. I could just declare straight up though, which would prevent Burgundy from declaring war, because they would be because they would not help here. So when does that truce expire? Not far down the line. So I might declare anyway, which would delay Burgundy. But the other thing I could do is I could declare on Brittany to then take Burgundian provinces because they're in a PU. So it could be interesting actually to work out whether that might be a way to actually snag some Burgundian provinces and constantly hit them like that. But then Burgundy would eventually declare independence, so it wouldn't last very long. I was thinking about more shipyards and stuff like that, but 023 is quite good. Actually, yeah, let's build this one in Sussex here. Want to go start building up a few more manufactories? I think it is a good idea. Could also annex Norway with an independent Sweden over here as well, although they are allied to Muscovy. And there's an interesting thing happening over here as well, where Sweden is guaranteeing Novgorod's independence. Yeah, so there's a bit of a thing happening over here right now. But it could be time to annex Norway. Contributing some good vassal money, but I think we'll begin that process actually. Let's bring this diplomat home. He's done his improvement. Yeah, let's commence the annexation process of Norway. The purpose of Norway wasn't as a military or anything like that. The purpose of vassalizing Norway was to gain a foothold in Scandinavia. That was the purpose of Norway. So, in terms of military and things like that, I don't care. So, let's begin that process. It's going to take a while to do it anyway. So truce here is up. Now, I think I do want to declare war here. So let's bring home the guy from France. I want to continue building... yeah, I think I do actually want to go ahead and declare this war. Even if it just delays Burgundy's independence here. Yeah, let's do it. Just because it could be fun. Because they got huge liberty desires, so they're not going to bother helping. Italian wars have happened to us. Okay, that's because Genoa is involved. Okay, excellent. Those corps have come into play over there, which is really, really useful. Is this... this is the army with the cannons. Excellent, right. So, let's detach a... 5k stack should be sufficient. Let's move that in there and begin the siege of the capital. I want to completely siege up Brittany, and then I might go and siege up some Burgundian territory just to provide them with a bit more war exhaustion as well, which is obviously helpful. So it's another good way of bringing Burgundy back into a war. So let's go over here. I don't know what the Breton army is going to look like here. It's only 4,000, yeah. Because I think it's unlikely that Burgundy will declare an independence war whilst they're already in a war. France is busy sieging this one, 3,000 cannons. A couple of cannons over there as well. They created more and more troops as well, which is interesting. They've actually got quite a scary army now, the French. They are doing quite well. I think they will have their big morale of armies boost by now. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have their big morale of armies boost, so they are quite strong now. That's why I don't want to feed them any land. That's why I'm keen to not feed them in any way whatsoever. Let's just park up a diplomat there whilst we're waiting as well. The reason I'm not moving this army currently is if I move to Vente, then this armour here will be automatically de-sieged by the fort. So I'm going to wait for this siege to finish first. That's a bit dumb. That army, that will probably die. This is also too big an army to stand here. Although I'm doing the same thing. This is only a 3k. Actually, yeah. Where are? Yeah. Bring the ships in. What am I doing here? We have naval superiority here. So there was also a battle over this way somewhere. Oh, France engaged over that way with some transports. Fair enough. Norway dropping troops over here. Interesting. And we can tech up on admin tech. Yes, let's do that now. Also, increased governing capacity. That's pretty good. That will allow us to tackle some more development and things like that. Pass the Act of Uniformity. Yeah, I suppose so. That's probably going to be quite useful. We'll take some missionary strength. It is going to become more and more of a thing now, especially where the Reformation fired really early. Exceptionally early. 1488 was when the Protestant Reformation fired. Brittany's walking out of here. Extremely curious as to where they're heading here, but that's fine. Right, those ships have been kicked out, so they're going to die. And let's move over to this way. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to go and assist Orléans with that siege. In particular, I probably just want to take one province from Burgundy, and I want Picardy. And the only reason I want to do that is because I want to link up these two territories here. I want to be able to walk between all of those. So, Norway's going to die quite heavily there. Also, Genoa's attempting a siege. Yeah, I might try and walk around that army if I can. That's quite a hard siege, actually, but yeah, Norway just suiciding its army there, in all honesty. But dealing damage to the Burgundian army, but not very much. In fact, that was a complete stack wipe, so bit of a waste from Norway, in all honesty. But oh well. We can state up some of their land for free as well, is the other thing we can do. So, is this all stated up here? Yeah, it is. Okay. We don't need any edicts. I don't think so, anyway. If we were trying to, no, not that one. If we were trying to resist Reformation, then in the Age of Reformation, there's a splendid power that allows you to take a state policy for resisting conversion. Can't remember what that's called though, but yeah, there is a policy. Portugal is still struggling with its rebels, which is kind of weird. Let's go for oh, Cuenca's over there. Avila. Let's try and keep these border ones if we can. Call to arms. Who? Both Austria and Aragon. Okay. Norway did manage to drop a couple of troops in the end. Very interesting. Okay. See what they achieve there. But yeah, apart from that, Burgundy could not give a toss about this. Although it looks like they're going to engage somebody. Yeah, I figured as much. I thought that was a mistake from France. I don't know why they stood that army there. They're probably going to engage Orléans, actually. Yeah. Ah, should have kept an army there. They're just defending their land, basically. They were about to win that siege as well. France has won this siege, which is good. I'm going to make sure that that occupation switches to me. And I'm actually going to go... I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, but I might try and start a siege there. Are you in any more... No, you're just in those ones. Okay, fair enough. What am I looking for here? This one, that's right. Okay, yeah, level 2. King's reputation tarnished. We'll lose the 100 Diplo points here. We've got a lot of Diplo points to spend, so... Our next idea has to be a Diplo idea. I think we've got no choice, really. It almost has to be. Where is this army heading? Curious to know where that's going. Over here, I think. Possibly sieging over here in Savoie. Which is fair enough. Brittany trying to siege here, but just took a little bit of attrition, so they can't. Trust your neighbour. State maintenance reduction for 10 years. Nice. That usually nets you a stability point, that event, but because we're at +3 stability. Where's that army heading now? I'm curious to know. I think they're coming after this. I think they're coming after my army here. I think that's where they're going. I'm hoping the French will come in and support. I'm hoping that's why France has decided to stand there. But I've got a feeling that, yeah, Burgundy was coming around here. Yeah, they were walking away here. Truce to Sweden is up. I think that's where we're going. I think we need to run away here. Oh no, they're there. Crap. I thought they were heading down there. Right, one the siege are finished there. So let's bring this army across here. We'll engage with Brittany's army there if we can. Otherwise, we'll just walk across here and join up over there. Yeah, this is now very isolated. We are going to have to run here. Because I think they were coming down. Because the French moved out, and so did Orléans. So we have to get out of there. We could go and assist over there. What's Brittany got in there? Transport. France has got it covered. Yeah, it don't matter. They're going to win. Oh, I can't group together here. Right, Orléans is here. I'd rather they moved out now. Age of Reformation! Right. Mercenary companies have now become available. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look at some of the possible powers. So we got own all provinces of your culture group is complete. We need to join the Reformation. Yeah. Humanist or religious ideas, convert provinces, create a colonial empire, convert another nation, Asian trade. Okay. Not going to be that much splendour coming in, I don't think. Oh, Ferrara is now supporting Burgundy's independence. Okay. I could do with Orléans deciding to get out here. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, that. Ooh, free thinker, nice. I'm going to move out of there, actually, with that. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Reduction in idea cost. We'll be able to take the final military idea in a minute, which will give us our combat ability for artillery, but also the policy. So our troops are going to get better. We've got a walls breach there as well, so that capital is going to fall relatively quickly here. Lost that siege, really? Wow, that didn't take very long. Okay. Right, final idea. So let's pick up the artillery combat ability, which allows us to go for the policy of infantry combat ability and modern firearm techniques. It's free. Excellent stuff. Right, so we've now got no ideas to invest in, so points are going to have to go elsewhere now. Ottomans have redeclared on Hungary here. Flaming Genoa over there. Gee whiz. Yeah, if Anjou falls as well, then I'm hoping France might go after that army there. Which will be helpful. We're also blockading here to assist that French siege. We'll probably have to go and retake that. Yeah, Burgundy's not too keen to fight here, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. That was half the purpose of the war. I'm not necessarily interested in taking Breton territory. I'm more interested in taking Burgundian territory. Muscovy refuses our merchants access to their provinces. Well, in all honesty, that doesn't matter that much, because they're so far away, and we're not drawing that much trade power from any Muscovite territory. So, I might get Burgundy to release a nation or two, though. Denmark is now supporting Burgundy's independence. This is hilarious. All of this lot are going to be allied with Burgundy here in a fight against Brittany and Genoa. It's really funny. I'm imagining as soon as we finish this war with Burgundy here, they will declare an independence war on Brittany. I'm sure that's going to happen. Right, France won here. Ooh, pile of noble rebels rose up there. Gee whiz. Came out of nowhere. We didn't take any damage there, so that's good. Genoa might be jumping on the bandwagon here, or are they going to siege Calais? I think that's what they're doing. We can tech up. I was rather hoping... Oh, there's some Highlanders coming back here. Let's go and pick that one up. We could do the Scottish, but no, we don't need to. 110 here, that's quite expensive, but we'll do that. But ideally, I would like some Diplo points for conversion of this province here. Now, is separatism reducing here? Not really. 85%? Are you serious? It's a pain in the ass. Right, Dijonais, excellent. Right. So in particular, I'm not looking to take that much here, so... I'm looking to snag one province in particular, and it's obviously this one. Now, the downside to doing this is that might annoy France a bit, because it is a French core. But they are, in fact, relatively happy for me to take that. I was wondering whether I might be able to have that one as well. Yeah, it's a bit steep at that point, so... Could also maybe take a province that's over here, yeah. So if we take... Right, they're not willing to do that, but yeah, if we take one province at this end, it's just a little bit of province. Yeah, it's a little bit of territory. Yeah, that's fine. Just another good excuse to take a few provinces. 235 admin to core, mind you. Okay. We'll do that. It's likely going to annoy the French a bit because, you know, are they slightly annoyed at that? Or no, it's just to have a core backward monarch. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So yeah, do we want to keep this fort? Calais is worth a lot more. Let's delete this fort. We don't need this fort. Yeah, let's destroy that. Okay, so we also need to core. So Rene. I'd rather do Picardy, actually. Yeah, that's worth a lot. 170 admin points just to call that. Wow. Lost the effects of the Italian Wars, not bothered. It's only mercenary discipline and mercenary maintenance, so it's not... Yeah, it's nothing particularly great, because we don't have mercs anyway. Ooh, that's a big war. Sure. Is that the Ottomans fighting lots of wars? It is. Wow. You're at war with Morocco. Oh, the Mamluks. Right, okay, I was going to say... But what? Eh? Tunis, Ottomans. Oh, it's an attack. What? So Morocco has attacked Tunis, and that brought in the Ottomans on the Tunisian side and the Mamluks on the Moroccan side. But the Ottomans had already declared war on Hungary, which brought Poland in. Could be a possible bad day for the Ottomans there. Brittany's gone bankrupt. Right, so there's going to be an independence war here. And I'm thinking that maybe I could do some really fun stuff. I don't know whether France will do the same, but... It could be possible to do some really fun stuff where we don't grant military access to anybody in this war, and so Burgundy can't get over here. I don't know, that could be interesting, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. I'm going to rival the Ottomans now. But I'm not sure how long that's going to last, because I think... I don't know, are the Ottomans going to die? They could do. Hmm. The word England has spread across here now as well because he's taken some land. So we'll see how big that gets. In truth, our holdings are a lot bigger than that. So, but yeah, we've snagged a province up. I think Brittany is not going to know what the hell's hit it here. Can we can call there as well. Excellent. Okay. We've also accepted the Francian as an accepted culture, so that's going to help even further. So that will help us out a great deal. But in the meantime, we've got a little bit of aggressive expansion starting to build up here, so we may have to just chill for a while. Castile is no longer a world power. Who took their place? Who's in there? Aragon! Right, okay. I figured that they were close, but then if Burgundy declares independence, and I think Burgundy will probably come in there, and they've got a lot of development in this top section, so... rebel sentiment expired. Good. That was the local unrest over in some of those Scottish provinces. Seriously? That's a pain in the ass. Any other interesting buildings? I might just build another manufactory though. Yeah, 027 in Kildare. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll pick that one up. That's fine. Just build a few manufactories. Who knows? We may be able to get later on. We might be able to get manufactories to spawn in our country, which could be a nice thing to do. We could also state up Asturias, which could be interesting. Hurtful trade policies. Ooh, yeah, we must support that. That's a good one. Why would I not? Why? I suppose if you had too high an influence, then there might be like a coup or something like that. But no, why would I not do that? Speaking of estates, how are we doing? Good loyalty, actually. I might seize some more land. Yeah, seize a little bit more land. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Bugers now. And I'm going to grab the land of the commerce. Because that allows me to get another Diplo point a month. Brilliant stuff. Okay, and then over time, if their loyalty increases, we can chop and change things. But at the moment, I think we're okay. An extra Diplo point a month is excellent. Yeah, raking it in. Nice stuff. Land of Commerce, +1. We are spending some points on annexing Norway, though. That is true. But that's fine. We're ahead, well ahead on Diplo, so I'm absolutely fine with that happening. 4 claims, okay. Yeah, it's a weird one, that. Very strange. I think that gives you a trade dispute casus belli, which is interesting, but... Denmark would take a royal marriage. They would also take an alliance. I'm about to piss them off, mind you, but... Has Norway fabricated any claims in and around here? The best way to know is to go onto their country. No, just independence, so no, they don't have any Conquest CBs, so they didn't fabricate. Okay, fair enough. But I would look to go into Sweden at some point. If not, we could go into Novgorod to bring Sweden in. They're also allied with Kazan. Very interesting. So actually Novgorod might survive for a bit longer here. Choose to Portugal is up. Okay. We can fabricate more claims on Castile, though. So let's go. Well, there's only 2 more provinces we can fabricate for here because the that ability for neighbouring claims has expired now. These pretender rebels are still kicking around in Portugal. They've been there for God knows how long. Right, the theologian is dead. That's a shame. The national unrest was nice. We got good money though, so we could definitely afford. +3. Actually, national tax modifier. Let's make a change here. Let's go national tax. He'll partly pay for himself anyway, so... But yeah, the extra admin points are good. We're in a good position financially here. We have developed our economy over time. Not that heavily. So we built a few manufactories, a few churches and stuff like that, but we haven't done that much. Military development. We could take the manpower. I don't think we need the manpower though. Let's just increase the army tradition here. which, you know, could do with a boost. It's always good to boost the army tradition. So, yeah, we were a little bit low on army tradition. So, having the forts fully maintained really helps with army tradition. I think we're doing well here. So this is the point where actually taking exploration ideas and doing colonising would have probably been a very good idea, because whilst we're at peace and burning off aggressive expansion, we're still gaining territory. We're just doing it peacefully. So, yeah, I suppose so. Maybe in hindsight, taking exploration might have been a good idea, but at the same time, we had so many military points kicking around at the time that it didn't matter that much. We were doing okay with military points, so we needed to spend them somewhere. And having quality ideas for the rest of the game is good. So, yeah, let's see how we go. Right, so I'm going to end this episode right here then. So that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been Stuff Matt Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series. And join me next time for more Europa Universalis 4. And I'll play through here with the Emperor DLC as England. See you later, guys.